What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we are going to be trying our hand at Azure Dimir. We played a similar deck to this before, but I saw that this deck was kind of making the rounds against us using Azure Beastbinder. Basically, whenever you attack, you can change the opponent's creature, artifact, anything into a 2/2. Then we've got the normal Dimir staples. We've got Vren, Kaito, Enduring Curiosity. I added in from the sideboard the the Sylex, and we're going to see how this deck works. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. And let's see if Dimir is back on the menu. Alright, this is a pretty okay hand for us. I like the Kaito. I like definitely having a good curve. I know we don't have a 2-drop, but we do have Cut Down and Spyglass Siren, so we're going to throw out the Spyglass Siren to start. We get a map token. Opponent showing Azorius, so depends on what. They might be playing like the Azorius like stall deck. I think we just go ahead and keep up a cut down, because they might have, you know, those small creatures if they happen to be running like an artifact kind, but we'll see. Okay, ooh, Sid, okay. I think this is the first time I've actually seen Sid in a deck in ranked. Wonder how many they're running. Okay, so Glass Casket. Alright, this might not go too well for us. We'll see. We were hoping that the Spyglass Siren wouldn't die, because then we could go ahead and ninjutsu in our Kaito. We can go ahead and get rid of their magic infantry. Let's throw down a Verge, and I think we just go ahead and push out the Preacher of the Schism here. But, yeah, I was going to say we could hold up the Spell Pierce. I don't think they're going to play anything too crazy. Oh, Perilous Snare. Okay, so this might be the United Battlefront version, is what I'm thinking. I kind of want to go for the Kaito here, because we can still get the benefit of like the surveil, or, well, let's pump them up actually. Hopefully they don't have another Perilous Snare or something. Well, they do. Of course they do. Okay, we got to take care of those. So we've got the Beastbinder, and this is where this card comes to play really well. So with the Beastbinder, we actually, whenever we attack, we can change their artifacts and their enchantments, anything really, into a 2/2. So if we have a kill spell, we can just go ahead and get rid of that, and we can get our stuff back. So that's probably the best part of this deck, and the best draw we could have gone. Now we just need to find like a go for the throw or something like that. What you up to, opponent? Oh no. Are they really doing this? Opponent was really doing this. They've been here, and you can see them. Look, you can see them hovering over everything. They know that they're done for. Hey, there's our go for the throat. So yeah, we've got this down pat. I think we just go ahead and swing. We can target, you know, the Perilous Snare that has our Kaito, or Kaito, however it's really said. I apologize if I'm butchering that. Kaito, and then go ahead and kill it, get it back, and start having fun. How are you going to rope me 2 times? 2 times. Have they been playing this deck? I know I saw some streamers playing this deck. Okay. There we go. Well, on to the next one. At least the second rope wasn't that bad. Now we got Gabriel. This is a decent hand too. We've got some hand disruption. We've got a creature, well, 2 creatures. And then we got... let's see. Well, we got Duress. I was going to say... Do we want to next turn go the Beastbinder and then go from that, or no? Okay, hired claw. So I think we want to just get rid of this immediately. We can go ahead and cut down. We got another one, so I think we can just wait out on the other cut down. Maybe I should have Duress here, but I don't know what the opponent has. They are playing mono red, so. Oh, there's a Monastery Swift Spear. Let's see if they pump it up. If they pump it up, then we're good to go. And we can just take it down first. They have... I'm going to try it. I would say they have something. But at least now it'll kind of be a waste of a card, right? Okay. Yep, turn that inside out. Doesn't die. That's fine. We can go ahead and do the Beastbinder. And then we can Duress, take their Monstrous Rage, swing, boom, boom. Okay, well, we're stuck here a little bit. This kind of sucks because we can pump up the creature, we can pump up the Spyglass. We don't want the Spell Pierce. But now we attack, we can choose one of the creatures. It can't block our Beastbinder. But our Beastbinder is not big enough to kill the other Swift Spear. And we gave them a 2/2. So this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Manifold Mouse. This could end very badly for us. Very, very badly. Another... Well, I like the Beastbinder. I really do. Well, okay. Opponent was like, that's too much. Good game. On to the next one. I don't know. Maybe they just had, honestly, nothing. But I felt like I was in a losing position in that matchup. Alright, come on, opponent. We want to get this. Alright. So we go Darkslick Shores, Duress, get rid of the Snakeskin Veil. Okay, this is a mono green Tifa landfall deck. And of course they draw the Chocobo. Let's go ahead and throw down the Beastbinder. And go from there. If they throw down the Tifa, though, with our Beastbinder, we can actually shut down the Tifa. And if we swing, they might not block, so we could get out the Kaito. They didn't block, so yeah, let's go ahead and ninjutsu. We can... Ooh, I kind of want to tap. I think we tap the... Well, no, let's go ahead and do the Surveil. And during Curiosity, we'll come to our hand. We'll have 4 next turn. That'll be good. Because if I tap down, if they have another land, then their Chocobo could kill. Do they have another land? Seems like they don't immediately. So we're still in it. I think we go Azure Beastbinder into Floodpits Drowner. I think we just shut down the Tifa. Swing in with the Kaito. Opponent takes it. Let's 0 again. I don't think we keep either of these. Oof. This is, well, maybe we keep the Verge and draw it. Because if we can get out enough creatures, then we can flash in Enduring Curiosity. Thankfully, never mind. I was going to say, thankfully they haven't gotten a lot of lands, but there's the land for them. Paw Patch Recruit. Okay, this is about to get dicey. But next turn we can go Verge, we can go Preacher of the Schism, or we can swing, and if they don't block, we can Enduring Curiosity. I think we go Schism and Azure Beastbinder. And then if opponent lets it go through, I think we just do nothing. Opponent's really thinking. I wonder what they're worried about here. Yeah, okay, so we can attack. So we're going to attack. I think we go ahead and change the Tifa just to make sure. They'll pump up the Chocobo, which is fine. But that means they can't block us. Which, again, that's perfectly fine by me. If they can't block, then we're good. I think we then go ahead and zero. We get another Kaito. I think that's good for us, right? I think it's good. They're looking. So, yeah, they're saying, oh, okay, anything that's 2 or more can't block. Which, yeah, that's it. But then they're going to bushwhack one of them. That's perfectly fine. Understandable. I think we go Underground Sea, or Underground River. And then we have the Spyglass Siren. We can swing out here. I'm going to go ahead and tap down one of them now. They're going to be able to go ahead and pump up a creature. Okay, so they're going to do Bill. Oh no, they Snakeskin Veil. Darn. I think we attack with everything. I guess we just turn the Bristle. Well, we could turn the Paw Patch Recruit into nothing. I think we do the Recruit. They're still going to get the trigger, but then at least until next turn we can target things. Right? So let's go ahead and do the Enduring Curiosity. We get to draw 2 cards. Alright, that did not go great for us. It's not looking great. Oh, we got another Preacher. That is a Death Touch creature. I'm surprised. Okay, like we've been getting a lot of lands, which is good for us, but I'm surprised the opponent hasn't been getting a ton of lands. Do we even attack here? Maybe we do. We just send these 3 because they won't block. And if they do block the Preacher, then like that's just extra for us. Yeah, we need to find something to get rid of that Paw Patch Recruit. We're going to draw 2, maybe 3. Where are they going to block? They don't. Okay, so we can Kaito again here. I think we bounce the Siren. Go crazy. Draw 3. There's our go for the throat. There's 2 go for the throats. We can Spyglass Siren. And then we can activate Kaito's ability here to put a stun counter. I'm gonna do Mossborn Hydra. I would say we could do Tifa because it's bigger, but I mean, if they have like double land, in hand, that's gonna suck. But they already played their forest. Sasha's Chocobo. I think we win here, right? I think we just win. Okay, it looks like we pulled this out because what we can do is we can go ahead and go for the throat, the Paw Patch. They're gonna pump up Tifa. That's fine by me. Go ahead and pump up Tifa. We can now go for the throat, Tifa. They're probably like, oh no, yeah, see, there we go. Good game. On to the wrap up. So yeah, this was Azure Dimir. This deck is pretty good. Like I said before, it's pretty similar to some decks that we've played in the past. This version definitely was a little bit more cleaned up and suited for best of 1. Best of 3 is where this deck really thrives, but we got a nice little mixed bag there of different types of decks, and it still performed. So I think it's worth a try if you're looking for a new Dimir deck. And once again, everybody, thank you for the support. First and foremost, last but not least, you are doing everything right today, and you matter. Goodbye.